Oatmeal, eggs. Which one will actually get you your weight loss results faster? Let's dive straight into those details before I accidentally throw this at the camera. If you're new here, my name's Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's in nutrition human performance. Now let's first talk about oatmeal. Depending on the type of oatmeal you get, this can be a fairly unprocessed or less processed first meal break fast option to be having. But does this actually make it a good weight loss option? Now, actually achieving a weight loss goal depends on two top priorities. The first is reduced insulin level. Insulin is our storing hormone, so when it's low, we can actually turn on fat burning. The second is increased satiety, which is that sensation of fullness or satisfaction after a meal. This helps prevent sugar cravings and snacking on foods that will not support your goals. Now, some studies suggest that oatmeal can actually help you to decrease the hunger hormone ghrelin, which theoretically would be a key component to weight loss. But these studies are lying to you-ish. Now, when you actually dive deeper into these studies, the oatmeal is being compared to some type of sugary cereal. In this case, with this study, it's Honey Nut Cheerios, which when you're having a sugary product, this will really spike our storing hormone insulin and result in feeling fairly hungry quickly after the meal. So yes, when you're comparing oatmeal to Honey Nut Cheerios or some other sugary type of cereal, it will seem like a health goddess, at least before you're adding on the maple syrup and the honey and anything else you add to oatmeal. But will oatmeal as a standalone option on its own actually help you achieve a weight loss goal? Now, when we start comparing oatmeal to other breakfast options like eggs, oatmeal really starts to fall a little bit short. For example, one study actually did compare oatmeal to eggs and found that eggs were much better at increasing satiety and decreasing the hunger hormone ghrelin. Not to mention, eggs don't contain any of the starches, any of the sugars that cause the body to release a high amount of that storing hormone insulin. Protein does to some extent cause the body to release insulin, but not nearly as much as the starches or the sugars that cause it to skyrocket. When we look specifically into oatmeal, it might not actually be a good weight loss tool at all. Oatmeal really ranks middle of the lane when it comes to the glycemic index, which can be indicative of how much insulin, our storing hormone, will be released. But if you're having quick oats, this is going to be really high glycemic and really quickly spike the storing hormone insulin and completely shut off that fat burning process. Not to mention, oatmeal is really low in the nutrients that prevent us from snacking on foods that work against your goals. Namely, it's extremely low in protein and fat. These two key nutrients cause your body to release the hormones peptide YY and CCK. When you eat enough protein and fat to raise these hormones, it leaves you feeling full and satisfied and not craving food. And 1 cup of cooked oatmeal only has about 5 grams of protein and 3 grams of fat. Versus just 2 eggs, you're looking at closer to 5 grams of fat and almost 12 grams of protein just from 2 eggs. And I know there's going to be some people who comment on this video like, I switched over to oatmeal and I lost weight. This can really depend on 2 different factors. First, your insulin sensitivity. You likely were already probably somewhat insulin sensitive to begin with and can better handle these more starchy carbohydrates. And second of all, what you were eating before. If you were previously having a really sugary meal that was really high in sugars, really high in starches, you're going from a really high insulin spiking food to a somewhat lesser insulin spiking food. So yes, you will see improvements, at least in the beginning. Now, if you do love oatmeal and if you are trying to achieve a weight loss goal, I have a really great oatmeal alternative that my clients and A and peeps have been loving. You can grab that recipe for free with this video next. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.